Hi guys, you would imagine that Brexiteers would love nothing more than to rant and rave about the benefits of Brexit with fellow headbangers. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to the Business Secretary Kemi Badenoch and the aptly named European Scrutiny Committee. Now, its chair, Bill Cash, was somewhat upset with the Cabinet Minister for refusing to reply to requests to attend the committee hearings. He even went above her head and wrote to Rishi Sunak, all of which came to nothing. Now it seems he wants to embarrass her in public in order to get her in front of the committee.
Now, the European Scrutiny Committee, as you know, with 3 formal invitations, have been trying to secure the appearance of the Secretary of State for Business and Trade before our committee on the issue of retained EU law for almost 3 months. Not to mention last week's urgent question and my business question last week to my right honourable friend. Over the past few days, I've been trying to secure her attendance through number 10 and otherwise. My committee understood that she might appear before us today. Despite everything, this has not transpired and we received no response from her or her staff. It is not possible to believe that she does not know that we will be making these representations through number 10. She must clearly know that, given the timing of the procedures, the need for her appearance by today was critically important, and it is now too late in the present proceedings in the Lords and we have heard nothing from her or her team. The bill has now completed its report stage in the House of Lords. Her failure to appear before our committee is a grave discourtesy to the committee and to this House in obstructing our own work and the work of the House. Does my right honourable friend know why the Secretary of State is being so clearly obstructive to my committee on the matter of such vital national interest?
Well, can I first of all thank the Right Honourable Gentleman for the work that he and his committee have done on this incredibly important issue. He has raised concerns around the schedule of EU retained law to be revoked, the government's policy on this and Brexit opportunities, and thirdly, the opportunity that his committee and other members of this House will have to scrutinise. And I go through those concerns because I want to emphasise to him that this government takes those concerns extremely seriously. My understanding, and I checked this morning, is that the Secretary of State has agreed to appear before his committee, and after this session I shall make sure that he is updated on that. But that is my understanding as of a few moments ago.
Okay, so what's the problem here? Well, Kemi Badenoch has done a bit of a U-turn when it came to the retained EU law bill. So the plan was originally to get rid of 4,000 laws. That's been whittled down to less than 600. And Brexiteers like Bill Cash are not too happy about that, and they would like for her to answer a number of questions at the European Scrutiny Committee, and she has been running away from them. You know, look, there's no rational justification for her not attending other than she was afraid. You know, I don't believe for a second that she didn't get this communication. You know, he even went to Rishi Sunak in number 10 and said, look, we need to speak to her. We need to speak to the business secretary. Why can't we speak to the business secretary? And, you know, this is happening within the party. It's not a Labour committee demanding the business secretary come and answer questions. It's a Tory-led committee. So there's no excuse other than she's afraid. She doesn't want to answer questions because what can she say? Now, Penny Mordaunt is saying here at the end that yes, she will actually attend, but that we'll have to wait and see if that's actually going to happen. And it will be very interesting to see her being challenged by Brexiteers. She's a fellow Brexiteer. And how is she going to excuse this away? She tried to say, well, you know, I've made these decisions because it's in the best interest of the country. Okay, but what was the thought process? How did you come to the conclusion of, well, it was better to have 600 laws removed than 4,000? And of course, it's very embarrassing for the Prime Minister because he ran his campaign against Liz Truss. He eventually lost, but he ran his campaign against Liz Truss, promising to get rid of about 4,000 laws by the end of 2023. So it will be interesting if she does appear in front of Bill Cash's committee. Of course, I'll make a video on that. But she's running away because she's afraid. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.